Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Amritpal Singh. Coming up in the next 30 minutes, Prime Minister Narendra Modi leads the International Day of Yoga celebrations from Visakhapatnam, says yoga takes us from me to we, where inner peace becomes global policy. Iran says it's ready for nuclear talks when Israeli aggression stops. Israel claims it has killed the Palestine corps commander of the Quds force. It also claims it has hit Hezbollah infrastructure in South Lebanon. 517 Indian nationals return home from Iran under Operation Sindhu. More to come. Indian embassy in Iran to also evacuate Nepalese and Sri Lankan citizens from Iran. The 11th International Day of Yoga is being celebrated today with great enthusiasm across India and the world. Theme for the International Day of Yoga 2025, Yoga for One Earth, One Health, echoes India's vision of global wellness. It highlights the deep connection between the individual's well-being and planetary health, and echoing the Indian ethos of Sarv Santu Nirmaya, that's may all be free from disease. President of India Draupadi Murmu took part in the 11th International Day of Yoga in Dehradun. The program, organized at the Police Lines Dehradun, witnessed a large number of people participating in the event. The Governor of Uttarakhand, Gurmeet Singh, also graced the celebrations.
योग पूरी मानवता की साझा धरोहर बन चुका है। ये भारत की सॉफ्ट पावर का एक अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण उदाहरण है। योग की अंतर्राष्ट्रीय लोकप्रियता के अनेक प्रभावशाली उदाहरण हैं। योग का अर्थ जोड़ना। योग का अभ्यास व्यक्ति के शरीर, मन और आत्मा को जोड़ना है और स्वस्थ बनाता है। इसी प्रकार ये एक व्यक्ति को दूसरी व्यक्ति से, एक समुदाय को दूसरे समुदाय से और एक देश को दूसरे देश से जोड़ना काम भी कर रहा है। इसी उद्देश्य का ध्यान में रखते हुए 11वीं अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस का थीम एक पृथ्वी एक स्वास्थ्य रखा गया है।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi led the 11th International Day of Yoga celebrations from Andhra Pradesh's Visakhapatnam, defining that yoga is for everyone beyond boundaries, backgrounds, age or ability. The theme for this year is Yoga for One Earth, One Health, which echoes India's vision of global wellness and reflects the integrated vision of well-being. The Yoga Day celebrations in Visakhapatnam were held in a 26-kilometer long corridor where more than 3 lakh people performed yoga together. And the Prime Minister released a commemorative postage stamp on the occasion of the Yoga Day 2025, talking about the ongoing tensions across the world and global instability. Prime Minister emphasized on yoga's role in promoting peace.
दुर्भाग्य से आज पूरी दुनिया किसी न किसी तनाव से गुजर रही है। कितने ही क्षेत्रों में अशांति और अस्थिरता बढ़ रही है। ऐसे में योग से हमें शांति की दिशा मिलती है। योगा इज द पॉज बटन दैट ह्यूमैनिटी नीड्स to breathe, to balance, to become whole again. मैं विश्व समुदाय से आज के इस महत्वपूर्ण अवसर पर एक आग्रह करूंगा। Let this Yoga Day mark the beginning of Yoga for Humanity 2.0, where inner peace becomes global policy, जहां योग सिर्फ पर्सनल प्रैक्टिस न रहे बल्कि ग्लोबल पार्टनरशिप का माध्यम बने, जहां हर देश, हर समाज योग को जीवन शैली और लोक नीति का हिस्सा बनाए, जहां हम मिलकर एक शांत, संतुलित और सस्टेनेबल विश्व को गति दें, जहां योग विश्व को टकराव से सहयोग और तनाव से समाधान की ओर ले जाए.
Explaining yoga as a great personal discipline, Prime Minister highlighted that yoga is a system that takes us from me to we.
The theme of this year's International Day of Yoga is Yoga for One Earth, One Health. This theme reflects a deep truth. The health of every entity on earth is interconnected. Human well-being depends on the health of the soil that grows our food, on the rivers that gives us water, on the health of the animals that share our ecosystems, on the plants that nourish us. Yoga awakens us to this interconnectedness. Yoga leads us on a journey towards oneness with the world. It teaches us that we are not isolated individuals, but part of nature. Initially, we learn to take good care of our own health and wellness. Gradually, our care and concern extends to our environment, society, and planet. Yoga is a great personal discipline. At the same time, it is a system that takes us from me to we.
Prime Minister also interacted with the participants at the venue after doing yoga with them. And let's now take a look at the highlights of Prime Minister Modi's mega yoga event held today morning.
योग सभी का है और सभी के लिए है. योग का सीधा साधा अर्थ होता है जुड़ना, और ये देखना सुखद है कि कैसे योग ने पूरे विश्व को जोड़ा है. आज पूरी दुनिया किसी न किसी तनाव से गुजर रही. ऐसे में योग से हमें शांति की दिशा मिलती है. Let this Yoga Day mark the beginning of Yoga for Humanity 2.0, where inner peace becomes global policy. हम सब मिलकर योग को एक जन आंदोलन बनाएं, एक ऐसा आंदोलन जो विश्व को शांति, स्वास्थ्य और समरसता की ओर ले जाए, और जहां योगा फॉर वन अर्थ वन हेल्थ एक वैश्विक संकल्प बन जाए.
Minister Amit Shah participated in the Yoga Day celebrations in Ahmedabad on the occasion of the International Yoga Day. Amit Shah performed yoga with the local residents. He said that yoga has become a part of the daily routine of people all over the world. The Home Minister also added that yoga brings unity amongst the mind, body and brain. Meanwhile, over 2,000 yoga participants in Gujarat's Vadnagar created history by clinching the Guinness World Records title for performing the Cobra pose in yoga simultaneously, setting a guideline that everyone had to do it for at least a minute each. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh celebrated the 11th International Day of Yoga in Jammu and Kashmir's Udhampur. Speaking at the event, the minister said that India has given the most influential scriptures to the world in the form of yoga.
भारत ने विश्व को शस्त्र नहीं शास्त्र दिए और योग ये हमारा सबसे प्रभावशाली शास्त्र है जो न शोर करता है न दिखावा बस साइलेंटली दुनिया को बदल रहा है। केवल पहलगाम में एक आतंकी घटना को ही अंजाम नहीं दिया गया बल्कि भारत की सामाजिक और सांप्रदायिक एकता को भी निशाना बनाया गया। हमने न केवल उनके मंसूबों को विफल किया है ऑपरेशन सिंधु के माध्यम से बल्कि ऐसी जवाबी कार्रवाई की कि पाकिस्तान को घुटने टेकने पड़े और तब जाकर कहीं ऑपरेशन सिंदूर को हमने अल्प विराम दिया है। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के माध्यम से हमने पाकिस्तान को बता दिया है कि आतंकवाद से भारत को हजारों घाव देने का उनका अभियान अब सफल नहीं होने वाला है।
On the occasion of the International Day of Yoga 2025, several Indian ministers took part in the yoga sessions to promote health and wellness across the nation. Demonstrating their commitment to holistic well-being, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and Minister of Corporate Affairs and Finance Nirmala Sitharaman performed yoga as part of the celebrations. Joining the initiative, Industry Minister Piyush Goyal and Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan also actively performed yoga asanas, symbolizing the Indian government's efforts to encourage citizens to adopt yoga as a way to maintain physical fitness and mental clarity in today's fast-paced lifestyle. And Yoga Day is also being celebrated with great enthusiasm across various states. Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath, Delhi's Chief Minister Rekha Gupta, Haryana's Chief Minister Nayab Singh Saini and Odisha's Mohan Maji immersed in the practice and celebrations. More than 3,000 Divyangjans came together to celebrate the 11th International Yoga Day at Kana Shanti Vanam on the outskirts of Hyderabad. Organized by the Social Justice Ministry, the celebrations witnessed the Divyangjans from 25 states performing various yoga asanas. The Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment, Virendra Kumar, was present at the occasion. The minister praised their spirit and described yoga as India's precious gift to the world. The celebration showcased how yoga connects people across abilities and spreads a message of health, harmony and hope. Still to come up on DD India Live, Bangladesh participates in the 11th International Day of Yoga with grand celebrations. India's Neeraj Chopra strikes gold in the men's javelin throw at the Paris Diamond League.
Viewers, this is a very special episode focused on the completion of 11 years of successful governance and foreign policy under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Dr. Jaishankar needs no introduction. He served as Foreign Secretary under Prime Minister Modi and then as External Affairs Minister. He's been the main articulator and shaper and architect of our role in the world.
What we have systematically tried to do is really deepen that posture, strategic posture of ours to have good relations with all the major countries, but also other regions, so that we get into the optimal positioning. You need to have that clarity. You need to envision the world today as multiple poles competing but cooperating with each other.
You're watching DD India Live. I'm Amritpal Singh. The Embassy of India in Muscat on Saturday successfully spearheaded the celebrations of the International Day of Yoga 2025, drawing a large and enthusiastic crowd to the picturesque Omani village amphitheatre in Al Khurrum Natural Park. Yoga enthusiasts and members of the vibrant Indian community united to embrace the ancient practice, reinforcing the global message of holistic health. The event also featured a continuous screening of informative and inspiring yoga-related videos from various partners and esteemed yoga institutions, offering diverse perspective and deeper insights into the discipline. The Indian mission at ASEAN in Jakarta marked 11th International Yoga Day at the ASEAN headquarters. Ambassador of India to ASEAN welcomed the IDY participants. During his remarks, the ambassador emphasized on the importance of yoga in everyday life, underlining this year's theme, Yoga for One Earth, One Health. Secretary P. Kumaran said in his remarks that yoga is a comprehensive instrument for physical, mental, emotional, social and spiritual well-being of one and all in harmony with planet Earth. Bangladesh marked the 11th International Day of Yoga with grand celebrations hosted by the Indian High Commission in Dhaka, where common yoga protocol was led by instructors and students from the Indira Gandhi Cultural Center. 6 major yoga groups, including the Art of Living and Joysun Yoga, participated in the event. High Commissioner of India to Bangladesh, Pranay Verma, said that yoga is a gift of ancient India that unites people across cultures and beliefs. Actor Chanchal Chaudhary and other dignitaries joined the celebrations. Assistant High Commissions in Sylhet, Rajshahi and Khulna and Chattogram also hosted parallel events after weeks of pre-celebrations across the country. As Operation Sindhu continues, the Indian Embassy in Iran announced that it will evacuate citizens of Nepal and Sri Lanka from Iran at the request of their governments amid rising tensions between Israel and Iran. The embassy tweeted, and I quote, "On the request of Nepal and Sri Lanka, the Indian Embassy's evacuation efforts in Iran will cover the citizens of Nepal and Sri Lanka," unquote. The embassy also provided emergency contact numbers for Nepalese and Sri Lankan citizens. You can see these numbers on your screens. This is +98 9010144557. The other number is +98 9128109115, +98 9128109109. These are the numbers in the Indian Embassy in Iran, where Nepalese and Sri Lankan citizens can contact if they need to be evacuated. Meanwhile, so far 500 Indian nationals from Iran have returned home under Op Sindhu. External Affairs Ministry said that special evacuation flights from Ashgabat in Turkmenistan has arrived in New Delhi in the early hours of Saturday under Sindhu, the Indian embassy in Tehran, and the foreign ministry coordinated efforts on ground to bring back stranded nationals. 2 more flights are landing today, one in sometime in the afternoon, other late in the night.
Our approach, the approach of the government led by Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, is to ensure the security, safety and welfare of all our Indian citizens abroad. Keeping that philosophy in mind, under the able guidance of the Honorable Prime Minister and his leadership, we have started Operation Sindhu since the 18th, after the conflict broke out between Israel and Iran. Of course, it was a very, very moving moment to see all of them smiling, thanking the government. So we have been able to bring the smiles back.
Very difficult situation we were in, but we really thanks to our government, our Prime Minister, they took us to our country safely, and we are very grateful to our country and our government.
In the latest developments in the ongoing Israel-Iran conflict, Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz said on Saturday that Saeed Izzadi, who led the Palestine Corps of the Quds Force, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard's overseas arms, was killed in a strike in an apartment in the Iranian city of Qom. The military also said that it killed a second commander of the Guard's overseas arm, who is identified as Benham Shariari, during a strike on his vehicle in western Tehran. Israel also targeted 2 centrifuge production sites in Iran's Isfahan. However, no leakage of hazardous materials has been reported. Israel's military said on Saturday that its navy hit a Hezbollah infrastructure site in South Lebanon. The Revolutionary Guard said that 5 of its members had been killed in attacks in Khorramabad. On to some sports news now. India's javelin throw star Neeraj Chopra defeated Julian Weber in Paris Diamond League to win his first Diamond League title after 2 years. 2-time Olympic medalist Neeraj Chopra made a brilliant throw in his first attempt and won the title by throwing javelin 88.16 meters. Julian Weber also threw an impressive 87.88 meters in his first attempt but finished second. Brazil's Luiz Mauricio de Silva finished third with the best effort of 86.62 meters in the third round. After the Paris Diamond League, Neeraj will participate in the Golden Spike Athletics meet in the Czech Republic from the 24th of June. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has emphasized the need to take debates around chip wars and semiconductors seriously. He noted that the era of artificial intelligence has made the nuclear age seem like a walk in the park. The minister made these remarks in an exclusive conversation with DD India's Sriram Cholya.
When you now see these new debates unfolding, chips war, semiconductors, data sovereignty, take this very seriously. I would say today that the AI era actually makes the nuclear age look like a walk in the park.
Well, that's it in this edition of DD India Live, but do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India's mobile app. The app is available both on Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR codes that you see on your screen to download now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Amritpal Singh from our entire team here in Delhi. Thank you for watching DD India Live. Bye-bye.